described by Harry as vicious in his book, and Kate and William, who were unbelievably traduced both in the book and in the Oprah Winfrey interviews and by Harry in the Apple interviews, can forgive him. I mean, he'd have to eat so much humble pie.
Rating 25 years of BET, of excellence.
Oh, honey, it's bad, like really bad. The kind of bad that makes Hollywood agents slam their office doors and pretend they're out to lunch. Palace staff whispering behind velvet curtains, and Meghan Markle herself reportedly hiding behind closed blinds in Montecito. Because buckle up, Tom Bower is back, and this time he's not just poking the royal bear. Nope, he's tearing down the entire circus tent and doing it with the cold, surgical precision that only Tom can deliver. His latest bombshell of an expose has cracked open the glossy, filtered shell of Meghan's carefully crafted public image. And let's just say, what's spilling out? It ain't lavender-scented or camera-ready. This isn't just another royal gossip cycle, oh no. This feels like a full-on PR earthquake, shaking the foundations of that California castle of perfection Meghan's tried to build since stepping back from the palace.
They're not my favorite people, but the people I write about really are my favorite people.
Picture it, Montecito, the California sun barely peeking over the hills. The air smells like freshly brewed coffee and luxury candles. Somewhere inside that $14 million mansion, Meghan's phone lights up like Times Square on New Year's Eve. Ping, ping, ping. A friend calls, then another, then another. Headlines start exploding. Tom Bower's new book exposes Meghan's hidden secrets. Boom. Just like that, the Duchess of Drama is headline news again. And not for her next podcast, not for an award about authenticity, but because someone's finally pulling the velvet curtain on what's really been happening behind that perfect smile. And trust me, the whispers say Tom didn't come to play. His revelations? Brutal. We're talking private family secrets, hidden deals, and moments Meghan allegedly fought to bury forever. One insider even said it was like watching her whole PR empire catch fire, right in front of her eyes.
There are two truths. The first truth is that the conversation, I'm told and I believe, was very early on in their relationship.
Let's rewind for a sec because you've got to understand who we're dealing with here. Tom Bower isn't your average gossip blogger sitting behind a laptop. Oh no, this man's a legend in investigative journalism, the kind who stares down billionaires and prime ministers and makes them sweat. He's spent decades going toe-to-toe with the powerful, including the royals themselves. His last bombshell, Revenge, Meghan, Harry, and the war between the Windsors, shook Buckingham Palace so hard that even royal insiders were clutching their pearls. And now, he's done it again. Except this time, he's reportedly gone even deeper. Word is, his new material digs into Meghan's early Hollywood days, before she became Her Royal Highness, back when she was a struggling actress hustling her way up the ladder of fame. But according to Tom, that ladder? Yeah, it wasn't exactly stable. There are claims about mysterious doors opening, people she allegedly stepped over, and connections she might have used to get ahead. It's painting a picture that's way less fairy tale Duchess and way more Hollywood Survivor.
In his quill for a new edition of his book set to reveal huge secrets.
And oh, get this, apparently there's a section in the book describing how Meghan allegedly rewrote entire parts of her own backstory to fit the brand she wanted after meeting Harry. Yup, whole chunks of her origin story, rewritten like a movie script. Even some of her most loyal supporters are reportedly stunned. When Meghan heard that Tom had been talking to people from her pre-palace life, people who knew her way before she became royalty, sources say she absolutely lost it, like total meltdown mode. One Hollywood contact told reporters that Meghan was furious that Bower was dredging up her past again. She even had her team trying to track down who'd been talking. She doesn't like losing control, the insider said. And this book? It completely blindsided her. But what really sent her spiraling were the personal details, the kind only close friends or family could have known. Those private little things that pierce straight through the shiny PR armor she's been polishing for years. And of course, everyone's wondering, where's Harry in all this? Oh, he's definitely there. Sources close to the couple say he's been in panic mode. The minute those whispers about the book dropped, Harry knew how fast the narrative could spin. Public opinion can flip overnight, and the Sussexes have already taken plenty of hits. Netflix cancellations, the Spotify fallout, the endless online backlash after every interview. This new scandal, it could be the final nail in the coffin of their carefully managed brand Sussex.
A huge mansion in LA, security, their own private bushland from the looks of it, where while the rest of us were locked up in our homes in COVID, they would go frolicking around with their dogs.
Remember, this is the couple that spent years preaching about compassion and authenticity. So So if Tom Bower's revelations show a very different picture behind the scenes, the fallout could be brutal, and the timing couldn't be worse. Meghan's rumored lifestyle brand With Love Meghan is reportedly struggling to find footing, and Harry's US ventures aren't exactly soaring either. The last thing they need is a scandal digging up the ghosts of Meghan's past, but Tom Bower didn't stop there. Oh no, he went deeper, right into her family estrangement. And that's where things get really raw. Apparently, Bower's book questions the story Meghan's told for years about her relationship with her father, Thomas Markle. She's long controlled that narrative, casting it as a story of betrayal, paparazzi manipulation, and heartbreak. But Bower's sources, they're saying, not so fast.
On a whole, whose lives are shrouded in mystery, and they want to hide their secrets, and I just love digging away to find out what they don't want to.
According to early reports, Bowers gathered accounts suggesting Meghan might have exaggerated parts of her family story, allegedly to strengthen her victim narrative during the royal exit. One insider quoted in the book reportedly said, Meghan learned early on that controlling the story was everything, and if that meant rewriting parts of it, she'd do it. Ouch. Sources close to the Sussexes claim Meghan broke down in tears when she realized how detailed some of these revelations were. She thought she'd buried the past for good. One source said, now it's all being dragged back into the light again. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse, Bower allegedly digs into how Meghan built her entire public image from scratch. The PR strategy, the branding, the mysterious leaks that may not have been so anonymous after all. That's the part that reportedly hit Meghan hardest. Because if there's one thing she's always protected with an iron grip, it's her image. The idea that someone could lay out the step-by-step blueprint from her first hustling days in Hollywood to her reinvention as the global Duchess icon has her reportedly furious and terrified.
And I think it has divided the nation and made us all, many of us, very unhappy on either side of the argument. I just found that Harry and Meghan, having said that they were setting up in California to spread wellness and love and sincerity, have done the exact opposite.
And then came the mic drop. One Hollywood insider summed it up perfectly. She spent years trying to be the narrative, but Tom's showing everyone the real script, and Meghan's not the writer this time. Boom. And guess what? The book isn't even out yet, but social media is already on fire. Critics are digging up old interviews, rewatching her speeches, comparing every statement she's ever made to what Bower claims. Even some of her once loyal fans are starting to whisper, wait, how much of Meghan's story was ever real? Meanwhile, palace insiders are allegedly amused. One royal source even told The Times they always wanted transparency, and now they're getting it, just not from Meghan. You can practically feel the schadenfreude dripping from Buckingham Palace. The British tabloids, oh, they're having a field day. Front pages screaming, the Duchess exposed again. Meghan's secret past revealed. It's like 2018 all over again. But this time, the royal family doesn't have to lift a finger. Behind those Montecito mansion doors, though, total chaos. Staff on edge, PR teams in meltdown, phones ringing non-stop. Meghan's reportedly told friends she feels betrayed, targeted, attacked from all sides. And that's exactly what's happening. Every quote, every interview, every speech is suddenly under the microscope. The same media she once used to tell her truth is now tearing that truth apart, word by word. Meanwhile, Netflix, yes, the same Netflix that gave her and Harry a multi-million-dollar deal, is reportedly growing nervous. Executives are whispering about brand risk. Sure, controversy sells, but not this kind of controversy. Not the kind that makes your star look untrustworthy. It's bad for business. And Meghan knows it. For someone who's spent her entire adult life curating a spotless image, this kind of exposure feels like betrayal on a global scale. Behind the scenes, the word breakdown is being used more than once. A close friend allegedly told Page Six that Meghan feels heartbroken. She believes all her work, the speeches, the philanthropy, the carefully polished image, is being undone in real time. She feels exposed, humiliated, and worse, powerless. Because here's the thing, Tom Bower's book is too detailed, too precise. There's no way it all came from public sources, which means someone talked, and that's the part that's driving Meghan crazy. She's reportedly been calling around, trying to find out who betrayed her. The theories? Oh, they're flying. Some say it was former palace staff, the same aides who once complained about her demanding behavior. Others whisper it could have been old Hollywood acquaintances, the ones who never forgot how she ghosted them after becoming famous. But there's one theory that's sending shockwaves through her circle. The possibility that someone in her own family cooperated with Bower. And the name on everyone's lips? Thomas Markle. If that's true, it would explain everything. The personal depth, the family details, the tone of heartbreak. It would also explain why Meghan reportedly feels personally betrayed. Imagine that. Your own father, the man already estranged from you, allegedly feeding the very journalist who's tearing your image apart. Insiders claim Meghan has been obsessing over the possibility. She's been calling people, asking, "Did my dad talk to him? Did Samantha?" Yes, Samantha Markle has entered the chat. Apparently, Samantha's been dropping cryptic posts online, thanking certain truth-tellers for finally revealing what she's been saying all along. You don't need a royal decoder to figure out who she's hinting at. And Meghan? Reportedly livid. But it's not just family anymore. It's the public. That's what really stings. For the first time, even her most loyal defenders are going quiet. The same social media pages that used to overflow with heart emojis and hashtags of support are now filled with questions. Why does every story change depending on who's asking? Why does her past never quite line up? And the biggest one of all, if Tom Bower's lying, why isn't Meghan suing him? And that question? Oh, that one cuts deep because Meghan isn't exactly shy about legal action. She's taken tabloids and media outlets to court before without hesitation. But this time, silence. No lawsuits, no bold statements from Archewell, nothing. Just tight-lipped damage control. And according to a publishing insider, there's a reason. Tom doesn't publish anything he can't prove, they said. If Meghan sues, he'll show his receipts, and trust me, she doesn't want that. Behind the mansion walls, Harry's playing protector again. But even that dynamic seems strained. Sources describe tension, cold silence, and exhaustion. One insider told The Telegraph, Harry's frustrated. Every few months, another scandal explodes. He wants peace, but there's no peace in Montecito right now. Meanwhile, over at Buckingham Palace, quiet smiles, champagne glasses clinking in the background. The very institution they accused of cruelty and control is now watching, amused, as Meghan's carefully built image collapses on its own. A former royal aide even said, "There's a sense of vindication." For years, staff were painted as villains. Now the truth is starting to show and they feel justified. And here's the chilling part. This might just be the beginning. Word is, Bower's book is only the first wave. Rumors are swirling about upcoming documentaries, interviews, and even more writers digging into Meghan's Hollywood connections. It's like the illusion is collapsing in slow motion. Every day, a new crack appears, and no amount of PR magic can fix it. One media expert put it bluntly, when your career is built on image, the moment that image cracks, you're done. And right now, Meghan's brand isn't just cracked, it's shattering. The saddest part? For all the glamour, the titles, the speeches, the global recognition, it's starting to look like Meghan's biggest enemy was never the British media or the royals. It's the truth she's been running from all along. And Tom Bower, he just caught up.